It's like at 20 past 5 in the morning.
Go to bed.
No, I'm not tired yet. My sleep schedule's fucked. It's 84 degrees. Fuck.
Open the window.
I have got a window open. My window's facing another fucking car park, so I've got no wind coming in. I had a fan, but it was so hot the fan shattered.
Excuse me?
The blade, one of the blades kind of shattered because of the heat. And it did it while I was asleep, and it woke me up, and I was very scared. And then it got hotter, and I had a slight mental breakdown, and spent an hour on my phone looking for ways out of Portugal. And now I know. I just need to get 200 pounds. Or 200 euros, which is like 180. And I'm going to take a quick 3-day holiday in Germany. Hopefully not get raped.
What?
I'm talking about the hot weather because it's too hot and I don't like it. Fuck ever going to Texas.
I agree, Texas kind of sucks.
Yeah. But if I'm going to go anywhere in the south, it's going to be New Orleans.
It's kind of New Orleans.
Yeah, but just because I'm going to go there doesn't mean I'm going to lower my IQ to be like everyone else there.
That's how the Cajuns say it. So,
Yeah, and the Cajuns are French.
no, they're fake French. They're like Montreal Quebecers.
It's pronounced Quebecers.
Oh, they're fucking French.
Quebecois.
Quebecois. It's not quite. It's Quebecois.
Je ne sais quoi.
Ménage-toi.
Voulez-vous vous aller, moi?
Mange tout.
Have a slice of whole wheat bread, 2 slices of cheese on it.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I mean, it's bread with cheese on it.
I know, I
So,
like
I mean-
cheese.
So it's
like-
pizza?
You like sourdough bread?
Depends on what I'm eating, honestly.
Because I can remember a couple of weeks ago, me and Anisha having a conversation about the best thing in the world being a freshly baked loaf of bread, but when you cut it, it's still so warm that when you stick the spread.
Honestly, as much shit as I give Subway, I love getting a fucking cheesesteak from Subway on Italian herbs and cheese.
Oh,
I've
yes.
never gotten anything from Subway other than chicken tikka.
Chicken what?
Chicken tikka.
Is that some Indian stuff?
It's a curry that was made in Glasgow.
Why don't you eat just normal food?
Okay, you say this. Does anyone here watch Nitro Rad on YouTube?
No.
He's a Canadian game reviewer. He lives in Nova Scotia. They do lobster subs at Subway in Canada, where he lives. I want to try a lobster sub.
I want to sub to a lobster. Haha.
Jordan Peterson. Lobster.
No.
What would the lobster do? Jusinius? What would the lobster do?
He'd be very horny.
Why are you asking me? I don't know what the lobster would do.
I'd
Probably
like-
clip your dick off.
How about subbing to Carl? It's true.
I've killed a
give me
lobster.
money, please.
You need the money.
Yeah, sub to Carl.
I
He
need
needs the
more-
money.
I need to
I
buy a
didn't like
car.
killing a lobster.
Did fucking Oni ever
You
finish
really
Kingdom
need to
Hearts?
buy a car. You love the job you're at.
I actually don't know if they finished Kingdom Hearts or not.
Carl,
Also, I hate my job.
did you get your license?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't think you had a license.
I got it literally 2 months ago.
Oh, awesome. Good job.
I
was
drove to the
very
liquor
proud.
store today to get myself Bacardi and Captain Morgan. It cost me 70
root
fucking dollars
beer.
for those 2 bottles.
Root beer.
How big bottles did you get?
I got the big Captain Morgan, but the fucking Bacardi. This was $20 fucking. This little bottle of Bacardi. This
Yeah,
regular
that
bottle
sounds
of
about
Bacardi.
right.
In Jersey,
what
this
is-
would have cost me 12.
What's
Damn.
Bacardi? Like, I know what it is, but like, what
It's
type?
rum.
Rum.
Okay, it's rum. Okay, I would never touch it then. It's like rum, but yeah.
I can only really drink a lot of liquors with a mixer. So basically, I only drink with the mixer. I can do
Yeah.
shots of whiskey to an extent, but after a point, I just want to like throw up.
I can do shots of whiskey, but I'd rather have bourbon and apple juice. That's my favorite.
I'd rather just have some water.
You
Did you
fucking
say
loser.
aqua juice?
Apple juice.
Oh, I thought I said aqua juice. Is that like a new meme name
Ocean
for water?
sauce. Ocean sauce or ice juice. Or cider. I can drink cider till the cows come home. And the cows are homeless.
To be fair, the place where I got the alcohol is this little shack that's above an actual like person's house. Like the people who run the shop live right above it, and they live
Oh,
right next
like
to a
little-
barber shop.
There's like proper local New York.
Yeah, because the actual place I would go to by fucking the grocery store a couple blocks away from me doesn't sell any of the good shit anymore. They sell basically
you-
just wine, and that's it. They're like, we're a liquor
still live
store,
in
but that's all they fucking have.
Do you still live in the same place as you did when you did that I Got Bored and Metty was dressed up as Wario? I think it was the My Sims Agents video.
Yes.
Okay, that place confuses me because all I think of New York is like Manhattan, which is where I've been.
Everyone thinks
New
that.
York's confusing.
Everyone's like, oh, you live next to the city? I'm like, yeah, actually, I'm sandwiched between two parts of New York City. Because New York City is massive.
It's a big boy.
When people hear New York City, they think just Manhattan. It is so much more than just Manhattan, because there's Manhattan, which is just New York City, essentially. But then there's Queens, which is way too fucking big, which is what I am sandwiched between. I'm sandwiched between a part of Queens and a part of Queens.
And Queens is where Spider-Man is.
So you're the king of Queens. Is what you're
Queens
saying.
is literally way too fucking big. Like, if you look up Queens in New York, you'll see how fucking big it is. It is bigger than Britain.
Yeah, it is. Well, that was the thing, because I went to the Guggenheim while I was there, and it was right by Central Park, and Central Park is bigger than the town I live in.
Central Park's fucking gorgeous.
And I felt
When you ignore
quite
the people having
emasculated by
sex
it.
behind trees and the hobos shitting in the bushes.
Oh no, I didn't go into Central Park. I just kind of... I had my first churro out to Central Park. Its churros are fucking lovely.
My favorite thing about Manhattan is you don't have to sit there and go, I wonder where Central Park is. You just see it. You go on Google Maps, you just see it immediately. It's like 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
It's just
We
like, oh, there
never
it
actually
is.
got to go to
The
Central
only
Park,
green part.
because we weren't allowed to fucking go off anywhere unless we're in groups of 3. Which is stupid.
I never really liked wine. I've had it like a
Wine's
couple times
icky.
before, but I think it's just because like I'm one of the people who just tastes the disgustingness of grapes instead of actually enjoying them.
Yeah, it could be.
I love actual grapes. It's just wine is icky.
Yeah, the only wine I like to drink is a really, really extreme dry wine.
Because I know there's like 2 types of people. There's people who enjoy the acidity of grapes or some shit like that, and there's the people who absolutely despise it. And I believe I am in the latter category.
I like the sweetness of grapes.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love
I enjoy
grapes.
grape flavored things, but that's not actual grape.
That was something that America does that Britain doesn't. Grape flavored soda is the fucking best.
I can attest to that honestly. Grape soda is pretty fucking good.
Americans love grapes.
Yeah, but Britain doesn't. Britain doesn't do grape flavored stuff. Like the only time we'll get flavored is grape juice, and we have to go to like a European supermarket for that. The only sodas we really do is the Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, which is shit.
Do you
Not
say
Dr. Pepper,
Pepsi?
but Pepsi.
Oh, I thought you said Pepsi. It's like, oh god.
And
Lego-
my
Yeah, I love
personal,
Pepsi.
and my personal favourite fizzy drink, Dandelion and Burdock.
Get
You
out.
true?
Dandelion
Good
and Burdock's
dandelion
great.
drink.
It's lovely. And sarsaparilla.
Can I just say,
There's a fucking mint flavored soda.
I
in
forgot
France,
that
which is the best.
that Lido Beach is like actually not even that far from me. It's literally like 30-40 minutes away from me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pink wine is the thing, isn't it?
Because I know
Yeah,
there's a lot of
rosé.
people who are like, we're gonna go to Lido Beach. Lido Beach is really popular, and I'm like, oh, I wonder where that is. And it is literally like I can drive there right the fuck now and be there in half an hour.
Oh, for fuck's sake, my address book is on my computer at home. Fuck.
Pink wine. I didn't even know pink wine was a thing. That sounds
Yeah.
pretty good, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
rosé
the
shit.
rosés.
Roses, gotcha.
You keep
it's
whites
literally-
rosés in the fridge chilled, but red wines you don't have chilled, you have them out.
I would like to try more types of alcohol besides just sticking to rums with mixers.
Hey Carl,
What's up?
Come to Europe.
you ever had anise liquors like ouzo or absinthe?
I might have, honestly. I think I have.
Have you ever
I haven't had
hallucinated?
Ouzo.
Those are my
absinthe.
favorite.
I actually have had,
I've had Pernod before.
I've had
Pernod's
absinthe
nice.
before. Absinthe is pretty good. I had it with my friends Katie and Jim.
Katie's the wrestler one, right?
Yes. They also let me try moonshine once, and that was an experience.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I don't remember if it was them or not, because after I drank that moonshine, everything just sort of went black.
I've never
Yep.
had moonshine, but my dad makes his own cider.
Let me tell you, when you actually just make moonshine, I'm fairly certain like that shit is like 80 proof. That is like one sip and
Yeah.
you're fucking dead.
No,
My
we're talking
mum-
160 proof, not 80 proof.
My mum used to make her own kind of
That shit's
plum
up there.
vodka with plums we cooked.
Moonshine is paint thinner. I mean, pretty much, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Essentially, it is just paint thinner.
I mean, my great grandparents were moonshiners back in the day, so yeah, my family knows.
Mountain Dew was virtually a moonshine.
No.
Panda Brady, I
prefer
used to be
Mountain
like
Dew.
that, honestly. I used to absolutely hate alcohol to the point where I've almost severed friendships that were long running
Yeah.
because of it.
I was like that as well.
And then one day, well, actually, when I turned 21, I was just like, fuck
Fuck
it.
it.
Let's try it. And I ended
Well,
up.
that's the problem with the fucking legal age of drinking being 21 is that you have it repressed for so long that by the time you reach 21, everyone's like, fuck it, and they go mental.
I honestly feel like everything should just be fucking 18.
We have some people in the States that are saying up the drinking age of 25.
Yeah, those people are fucking stupid.
They're pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like here, most things are either 16 or 18.
Can I just say,
yeah.
16,
generally
smoking
18.
16, 18 is drinking in public.
my favorite drink used to just be a cherry Bacardi with some Coke. Now I just get some Captain Morgan, I get some ginger ale, and that's it. I'm set.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Ginger soda and any booze is good.
I don't think
Pretty
I've
much,
had
yeah.
ginger ale before.
Because my mother was just like, you have this raspberry, well, I got raspberry vodka from my friend Sheena, because she was like, none of us are drinking it in our hotel room, so you can have it. I was like, yeah, free booze!
Haha!
And I brought it home with me
You're
from
just
MagFest.
fucking- God,
Am I-
you're just Polly.
Yeah, my mom was just like, mix that shit with some fucking ginger ale. It'll taste delicious, and it fucking did. It was incredible.
I don't know if there's much of a connection between alcohol consumption and autism, like if it affects autism in a different way or not.
Honestly, if you just don't want to drink, that's fine. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Because like, I'm autistic and I hated any sort of alcohol in that. I can remember
yeah,
when
just
we were
looking at-
camping.
Just
and
like a
me and my
Panda's
family
comment
used
that,
to
wrong.
run.
that Panda saying probably shouldn't. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's some extra
If you don't
bad
want
side
to,
effect.
Don't be
Yeah.
like a wise old man said. Ignore peer pressure unless you're a structural engineer who is building a pier. At which point, don't put lives at risk.
Fuck off.
There you go.
The lyric from a song is really good.
Somebody just followed me on Twitter, and their name is Insignificant Human.
Yeah.
Their at is Calamity Advent. That's really strong.
Oh, that's probably why they followed you.
That is incredibly fucking strong.
Oh, what's the fucking name of my old Twitter account that I used to look at accounts of blocks when I was younger and stupid? Paragon X27. Let's see if anyone's actually following me from that. Oh yeah, I forgot the fucking name I chose for it was Jim Gregerson.
What?
Jim Gregerson.
What?
Jim Gregerson. Good job.
That's a strong name.
Oh.
I
Is that a
thought it
British
should be-
idiom? No, it's just a British idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it's not. I'm not an idiot. I'm autistic.
What's the difference?
You said it, not me.
Yeah, I'm gonna cue Carl up for one of his famous noises. I have Asperger's.
Good. Dude, I get to make...
Is that kid you talked about in that story dead, or is you just not talked about him?
What?
The kid who, like, your mother's boyfriend's.
Oh, he's
son,
he's still good.
the guy you went camping with, who was.
Oh,
a
are you
little
talking about
shithead.
the Wily Jew boy, or?
He's gotten better. He has a job, he has a car, he can drive.
Fuck, he's beating me. Shit.
Ha!
Just imagine him in his underwear. Oh
I have
no,
no
he's
job, I have no
hot!
car, and I'm stuck in another country. Woo!
What? About 23?
I like asparagus.
Yeah, asparagus is good.
Zucchini's good.
So are Brussels sprouts.
Courgette's
Like
okay.
if you char Brussels sprouts just a little bit, oh, they're fantastic.
I can't
Yeah,
vegetable.
Brussels sprouts are okay.
I cannot vegetable.
Oh, vegetables are great.
The only vegetable I can eat is carrots. I
Carl's
cannot
Italian,
stomach any
remember.
others.
Italians don't eat vegetables.
I can sometimes stomach lettuce, but only
Okay,
if
I
it's
do
in
need to check
small
this.
enough quantities, and even then,
You're Italian.
lettuce has
Do you
no,
like tomatoes?
not raw. I
Like,
don't
you'll
mind
eat them
tomato
if they're like a
sauces.
tomato sauce with pasta.
I don't mind tomato sauces. Oh my god, holy shit, you're turning me fucking British. Tomato.
Ah,
Tomato.
Spot tea with your tomato sauce.
Yo,
With all those vitamins.
saute some
como
zucchini,
arigato,
Mm.
tomato.
or you know what? Have some zucchini tempura.
Can't eat mac and
delicious.
cheese. I feel so fucking
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Fucking
you-
why?
Lactose probably.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
that
particularly
could be.
like
Or doesn't
mac
like
and
it.
cheese. I'd rather have cauliflower cheese, but
Cold.
Cauliflower cheese. What the fuck is that?
it's,
Oh,
It's cauliflower
it's like
with cheese.
it's like mac and cheese, but instead of macaroni,
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
cauliflower.
It's not a brand of cheese. It's just.
I was about to say, like,
cauliflower
do you just make cheese from cauliflowers? What the fuck is this? What sort of
Yeah, that-
bullshit is this?
Oh, where was that tweet that was calling cauliflower ghost broccoli?
Yeah, probably lactose intolerance. That sucks. I'm sorry.
But if you're lactose intolerant, just look at the wise woman of Super Butter Buns who is allergic to fish and keeps eating fish sticks and getting ill.
Well, she
surprisingly.
keeps eating fish. I mean that's clear.
Let me
She
tell you
ate
guys.
dirt to make her immune system strong.
I know a lot of people who are like, I used to eat clams and then I had a bad batch and I just stopped eating them. I got a bad batch once and I keep fucking eating them because they're delicious and I don't care what you fucking say.
I had a
I just
bad-
do not eat them raw. If you eat
I-
clams
yeah,
raw,
clams
you're a
are great.
fucking heathen.
I've never had clams raw.
I
There
had
was this spat for like 5 years that cauliflower tasted like soap.
I mean,
Okay.
Drac has probably just had Rocky Mountain oysters.
I
raw.
sure it wasn't.
I've never had oysters.
I sure it wasn't coriander. Because
I mean,
that thing where
the most that I know about cauliflower is that it's just like doesn't really have much of a taste from what I've
No,
heard.
it's
Yeah,
mostly texture.
Cauliflower's one of the things that you put in to just kind of add more, but not. detract
Yeah,
from
I know
taste.
that I think my mother bought this like frozen thing that was a cauliflower mashed potatoes, and she said they basically taste like mashed potatoes with a very
More or less,
slight
yeah.
difference.
like I
Yeah.
can eat broccoli, but it's gotta be like itty bitty pieces of broccoli. I can't eat big pieces.
I love
Text-
broccoli, but technically it's bad for me because I'm slightly allergic to it because broccoli is bad for asthma.
I could eat like the tops of the broccoli if it's like cut off and mixed into other shit, but
Oh,
the
that's what-
stem
yeah.
I'll throw up.
I just eat everything. I will
Like, Medi
You
for the
see-
longest time made fun of me. Like, why don't you eat fucking vegetables? Just eat the vegetable. And every time I've tried eating vegetables, I actually, like...
Hang on,
gag
Messi
and wanna
loves
throw up.
vegetables and has still teeth that bad. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, and he's like, well, you just eat them enough and you get used to it. It's like, no. No, I will not
I
get used to it.
should've teased Medi. I
Every
like him.
single time, I will actually just vomit.
Do you like sweet corn?
Why is Flow trending?
What? As in, like, progressive?
No,
Flow-
Flow is in the band.
Flow Rider? Oh,
Why are they trending? What the
what are they doing in a new anime opening? Probably.
I only know this because I set my trends to Japan trends, so I can't understand half of them. But I just see hashtag Flow in all caps, and it's just like,
Let me Google it.
they must have done something really good. Or maybe one
I
of them died, and I'll
Just
be
getting
sad.
Fucking studios in Portugal.
Kingdom Hearts anime OP.
Man, if Flo made a fucking song for Kingdom Hearts, I'd shit myself. Probably is some anime opening, honestly.
The only flow song I really love is the fucking third opening for Beelzebub.
They did make an opening for Beelzebub, didn't they?
Yeah, hey baby. It's fucking great.
I'm sorry, but I see that and I raise you colors.
Colors is okay, but
Okay.
it's not my style of music. Like,
okay.
it's a good song, but I don't fucking get into it.
It's okay.
Fucking Seven, the one they did with Grand Rodeo, is Schmeck.
Fighting Dreamers. Days.
That's Flow?
Days. You can sit here and Fighting Dreamers
Days.
and Days is the, I think, first or second opening to Eureka 7.
I haven't seen Eureka
Something
7
like
yet.
Fighting
that.
Dreams is Naruto.
Fighting Dreamers is Naruto.
I haven't seen. I need to see Eureka.
And
7.
then
I've
there
watched
is
I've watched the Eureka 7 movie. I love the movie, but I haven't seen the show.
and then there was Remember, which I think was also Naruto.
Why do you call it? What do you call it? What do you actually call a place, like a building that shows films? Because like you say cinema.
A movie
Because I
theater?
Yeah, a
The
movie
theater.
theater or the
getting
cinema.
jumped every time I say cinema.
No, it's
I know a couple people who say cinema.
Yeah,
sounds
this is
snobby.
what I call
It's either the cinema or the movie theater.
Okay.
And then there are the people who call it the film house.
Fuck those people.
Fuck
Those people need to get punched in the face.
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
accept-
here it's either the cinema or the pictures.
I'll accept
You could also
grab
just call it a
houses.
theater. That's true.
Well, no, it's because, especially with my house, I go to the theater.
The theater. But the theater is like a lot more broad because you can mean the movie theater or you can mean like an actual theater.
Yeah, I go to an actual theater.
I've only ever been to a theater once, and it was to watch Hamilton.
I
I think
haven't.
no,
actually
I've
seen
seen
that
something
one.
else on Broadway. I don't remember what the fuck it was,
Was it?
but it was when I was really little.
Was it Cats?
No, it was not Cats. It was when I
Was
was
it
like
Wicked?
a child. I can't remember what the fuck it was, and I don't honestly care enough to remember.
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor.
But
Dreamcoat.
Hamilton was fucking tight. God, I love Hamilton.
Every time I talk about theater and musicals.
Yeah, there's also the people who call them the pictures.
The Tot?
It's a little shop on Broadway. Oh god, I fucking wish I could have watched it on Broadway. I wish I could have fucking watched
Oh,
fucking George
I'm
Hearn,
fucking-
Sweeney Todd on Broadway. Oh man,
there was a 2-night showing of Little Shop of Horrors starring Jake Gyllenhaal as Seymour. in
Alexander
London a few years
Anderson.
back. And I'm like, fucking.
attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. He served a dark and a vengeful god.
Calamity.
What happened then? Well, that's the play, and he wouldn't want us to give it away. Not Sweeney. Not Sweeney Todd. The demon bobber of Fleet Street.
I
fucking
went
favorite.
I went to the London Dungeon years ago, and the Sweeney Todd bit properly scarred me. Because you go into like this fucking old school bar and you're all sitting in chairs and they're talking, and then suddenly the chairs just fly backwards.
That sounds pretty fucking sick, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's just like, looking back on it, not being a bitch baby, it's really cool. But I was a wuss. And like 11, I think.
I remember the first time I actually watched the Broadway version of Sweeney Todd, which was in fucking Lord Cat's stream so long ago. And I was just like, man, I fucking love this. This is better than the shitty Tim Burton movie, which I still stand by is pretty fucking shitty. How do you practice slicing throats and then stab the motherfucker with the dull end of the blade and kill him? How the fuck do you do that?
He's very strong.
Like, fuck Tim Burton, honestly.
Fuck Tim Burton to a certain point. Fuck 2000 onwards, Tim Burton. Apart from Frank and Winnie. I like Frank and Winnie.
Stop rocking the microphone, I'll fight you. I haven't seen Frank and Winnie. It looks alright.
It has a lot more like the old original Tim Burton charm. No, I'll stand by the worst thing he's done is the Alice in Wonderland films because they're fucking atrocious.
Oh, man. Seeing fucking Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter doing that stupid fucking dance at the end made me actually just want to die.
And I like
just
Johnny.
like,
I tend to like Johnny Depp, and I fucking hate him in that film.
Like, Johnny Depp's a great actor. Too bad he's a shitty person.
Yeah, but most people are shitty people. Apart from me, I'm great.
Sure, you can say that.
I've only broken one child's nose.
Only one?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't me. I just passed.
Coward.
I passed my friend The Rock, which broke the child.
Jose.
Straight up, one time I had broken my arm and I went up behind this kid and I smacked him in the back of the head with my cast and knocked him out.
That's pretty
weed.
strong. I still think my favourite Carl, the story you've said, is the fucking you getting told off for saying a kid looks like a monkey.
That was certainly a thing.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
girls
can
were like, you
remember-
can't
I
say that,
did it-
that's
I-
racist. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? What are you talking about?
I didn't get in trouble with the teachers for this, but when I was younger, I can't remember what grade it would have been because the US school system.
It's funny how the innocence of childhood can like get you in the biggest of trouble,
Yeah, I was in year
or just
2,
ignorance
so
in
was-
general. When
I
you're like,
was
I'm not
year
like this,
2,
but then you say something that's just
so-
like, there you go.
I was in year 2 and my friend Denise was in year 3, so it would have been I was in grade 1, she was in grade 2. And she was a black girl, and I said that she looked like the chocolate bar I was eating, and she burst into tears. And looking back at it, yeah, that makes sense. But I was fucking so confused. Like, what did I do? So I like this chocolate bar. It's not a bad thing. Because in my I had no idea what racism was at that point. So in my head, it was like, I like Denise.
Holy shit,
I like
that is
chocolate.
just as bad.
Yeah.
I can't even say worse, but it is at that is equal levels.
Yeah.
All right, Panda Brady, see you around.
Goodbye, Panda Brady.
You see, Drac is we call black people chocolate bars. You scare off people like good old Panda Brady.
Yeah. It just never fucking occurred to me because like my uncle is black, so I've always just in my head, I've never noticed the difference, especially when I was younger. He was great. When I was naughty, he used to threaten me with tying me up in his dreads and dunking me in the dog pond.
Get
Are
friends.
you okay?
Yeah.
Who the fuck? He used to threaten me by tying him up with his dreads. What the?
Well, no, he used to say, if you're still naughty, I'll tie you up in the dreads and dip you in the pond.
Okay.
I thought you said you had.
That sure
No,
is something that was just
When
said.
I saw the second Matrix film, I was determined to get dreads until my mum took pictures of white people with dreads. In which case, I was like, maybe not. Because I thought those two ghost guys in the second Matrix film were the coolest shit.
It's like, no, little Milo, that's not for us.
No, Milo, dear. You can't do that. We are the white folk.
You are too pale, my son.
I really am too pale.
I need a fucking tan.
I keep trying to get a tan here, and then it just burns.
I went for a fucking... Oh god, what was... I think, like, I went to 7-Eleven from work one day. Like, I just walked down there. And in the combined 15-20 minutes I was outside, I somehow got a fucking sunburn on my neck. And I still don't know how the fuck that was possible. Like, at all.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
That reminds me of PM's comment about the one guy that bibbity bibbity bibbity.
Called my friend. She thought it was cute. Took it as a nickname. It was fine until a teacher heard me call her it. It was bad. We were really young. I feel that. That's like when that's like the story that fucking Dan from Game Grumps told, where he was like, I used to call my fucking Asian friend Chinaman, and then people would give me dirty looks, and then I realized that it was a very racist thing to say.
He's like, okay, I'm Jewish.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a Jew. My favorite thing from Game Grumps is Dan saying, like, there's a lot of people out there who really don't like me. And Aaron's like, how could anyone not like you, Dan? And he just went, Aaron, they called me a kike and told me to burn in a barn. I was like, Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
Oh boy!
And Aaron just fucking loses it because he just was not expecting that.
That's
It's just like,
very strong.
Wow, fuck.
Oh.
Okay. Holy shit.
Man, I didn't get bullied at all compared to people who are other races.
Yeah, that's the thing.
To be honest, though, my high school didn't have much racist bullying because there was
Like, the
rampant
only
of
white
two
people
black
who could say that they've been bullied more would be Jewish people and gay people.
What about a gay Jewish
Or not
Jew?
more, but the same amount.
Yeah, there wasn't actually much racism in my high school because there was a total of 2 black people in the whole school. Because I lived in the middle of fucking nowhere.
The thing with my schools is that, holy cow, did we all embody stereotypes. Like, the black kids embodied all their stereotypes, the Latino kids embodied all their stereotypes, Asian kids all their stereotypes, white kids all their stereotypes. So we weren't racist to each other, but holy cow, did we just make it all worse for ourselves because
When
we
you're talking
love
about
those
this,
stereotypes.
I'm just picturing just black gangsters, Latino gangsters, triad gangsters, and mafia gangsters.
More or less.
I didn't really
You
like...
with giant jam jar glasses and a pocket protector.
When I was in high school, I was basically like the quiet white kid everyone was afraid would shoot up the school, except that's just how I looked. In reality, I was pretty much friends with actually
Blue
everybody.
Blue has ruined school shooters for me.
Like, straight up, I was friends with like, I had people who just come up to me like, yo, wanna help me out on this test? And I'd just be like, I got you. I would just show them my paper during tests. The teachers wouldn't give a shit because they liked me.
I had the very fun categoristic of the angry autistic kid.
I mean, yeah, something like
Who has paid a lot of money to the school to repair stuff I've broken.
You type the term if it's okay. Well, fuck it, let's find out. If it's not okay, I'm sure Twitch will let us know.
I'm really I'm part not hoping, but I'm really hoping it is something just horrendous.
The thought of Dracus just going on autistic berserk rampages around the school is really making me smile right now.
Well, because one of the things that kids used to do a lot to just kind of everyone.
Fucking Jungle Bunny!
That's quite the one. Can I just real quick? Out of all of the actual racist terms for black people, the 2 funniest ones are Jungle Bunny and Jigaboo. Honestly,
Fucking what the fuck's a jigaboo?
exactly.
Never heard of Jigaboo Jones?
I've
Exactly
never
the
heard
point,
the
like-
in my head growing up, the one thing I knew that you could never call black people was a dollywog.
A what?
Of what?
Oh, you've never heard of a dollywog? Oh boy! I'll
might
post
have, I
it
don't
in
know.
the fucking supporters chat. It's a fucking cuddly toy that was made in the UK in like the 40s and then like the late 1800s. And when I post the picture, you'll understand why.
Yeah, I mean, buddies.
It's
Probably,
very
honestly.
much. It's very much kind of a taboo thing. Oh, I don't want to fucking say that.
I remember fucking just like one day I was so curious, like I want to see what racist terms were, and I looked them up, and I just saw Jungle Bunny, and I couldn't stop. No, not Jungle. I saw Jigaboo, and I was like dying. Like,
Okay.
who in their right mind would say this in all seriousness to mock someone for their
Okay.
skin color?
I found it.
Okay, yeah,
Comes
that's
from a Bantu
that's
word
pretty bad.
meaning meek or servile.
that is pretty
That's what-
fucking bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's a-
delete that. Just
It's so jigaboo is an African term.
It's an African term, really?
Yeah, it comes from a
Oh.
Bantu word.
Okay.
Is it?
Learned
But,
something today.
one of the friends I met a few years ago at a kind of YouTuber meetup is a South African guy, and he's saying that in South Africa, everyone, like, the N word is super kind of casual. Like, no one bats an eye if you call them that. But if you were to call someone kafir, or kafir, I can't pronounce it right, you'd be stabbed.
Sounds about right.
Because that means unclean. It's a kind of thing from the apartheid.
Like, can I just say that like
Because-
white people are the most uncreative motherfuckers with so many things.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, what do we call a black person who acts white? Let's call them an Oreo. What do we call this?
Fucking excuse me?
What do we call this Indian person who looks like they are Native American Indian? What do we call them when they mate with a white person? Let's call them an apple. What about an Asian? Let's call them bananas. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You
I never
fucking
heard that before.
stupid.
I don't think that's a white person. I think that's just that one person being a fucking moron.
People.
Yeah,
are-
I think you're just talking about cold here.
Though I will
pretty,
say,
pretty much, honestly.
more than Jungle Bunny, the funniest racial slur I've ever heard is WAP.
WAP's not even. This is the thing that gets me. If someone says something fucked up to an Italian like WAP or Guinea, and they're like, "That's racist," that's not racist. That's nationalist. That's you're making fun of a nationality, not a fucking race. Italian isn't a race; it's a nationality.
You say that when you go deep into the whole fucking old.
You could say
nationalist
European is a race, but that doesn't.
People. Well, no. It's because like Spanish people, the old white people say Spanish people aren't white; they're Iberian. Same for the Greeks. Same for the Italians. The more deep you go into it, the only.
It's
white
honestly just
people
that
is the Scandinavian people.
I honestly think it's just that when fucking America was made, they were like, all right, we need to find ways to just shit on people who are
Yeah.
white but not white to us.
Though,
Which is the whole
it
thing,
looks
like, when
Because-
Italian people came over on fucking from Ellis Island, and Scottish people, and Polacks.
Irish.
Like, Polak.
Yeah.
Someone who's fucking Polish, they say, oh, those Polacks. It's like, they're fucking white. Just because they're from Poland doesn't mean shit. It's like, they're not the white that I am, though. It's like, you don't fucking know that. You're sitting here saying you're American, but American doesn't exist unless you're Native American.
Yeah, but they're not white enough.
They're not the correct white. Fuck off.
Like the Irish.
Fuck the Jews. They don't believe
I
in
mean-
the Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
to be
Eat my
fair,
fucking
Fuck
ass.
the Irish.
No, I'm
Nah, the
part Irish, you
aren't.
fucking
The
asshole.
Irish aren't my scapegoat. It's the Australians. Bunch of fucking.
The name Tony has some racist background to it. That's strange. I've never heard that before in my life.
I've spoken to Tony.
How did we end up at this point where we're talking about
Because
the
Drax found jungle buttons.
No, I talked about the monkey kid.
man, that's true. Yeah. That was middle school. That was my entire life in fucking middle school, was just getting in trouble for stupid things. And my fucking guidance counselor was like, "You're a menace to society. You don't belong in school. You should be kicked out." And I was like, "For what reason?" Because you punched a kid. I was like, "Yeah, because he was making fun of me and you didn't step in to stop it at all. So
Well,
I
you should've-
took action myself."
Oh, you could have
Monster,
sued
you
him.
don't belong in this world.
We never had guidance counselors in the UK.
My favorite thing was
That
when
would explain so much.
this asshole, he told my mom to put me on medication, and she was like, okay, I'll do that. And she just told him that she put me on medication. She didn't, actually. She just told me, behave in school, just ignore them. And a week later, he called her, was just like, I don't know what you're giving him, but it's working so well. He's so well behaved. And she just went, I haven't given him anything. I just told him to behave himself and to not deal with anyone else. And no one has bothered him. And that's why he's not acting out. And you're an asshole, and my son is fine. So shut the fuck up. And hung
What a
up
good
on him.
mom.
What a
What a
good
good
fucking
mom.
parent. I can remember when my first school wanted to. Oh, I was such a shit kid in first school, Jesus Christ.
What?
I can remember me and my friend Joseph getting suspended for a week for breaking into the nursery because he wanted to play in the sandpit.
What?
I also used to get a lot of black eyes because only the two oldest years were allowed to play football or soccer in the field. But then, because my mum was a teacher at the high school, I kept getting hit in the face with a football.
Oh. Okay.
And then they tried to put me on Ritalin.
They wanted me on that shit, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, I
Don't think so.
My mum and granddad just took me straight out of school. To be honest though, that school was fucking stupid. The head mistress there, every time I was naughty, she'd take me out of the class, take me to her office and read me a book.
I forget that Britain has fucking headmistresses and headmasters. I forgot that was the thing there.
We got principals because it's a principal.
We start having, we've got principals now in like second school and
Oh,
sixth
that's
schools and that.
interesting. When immigrants came to the U.S., a lot of them couldn't speak English, so when they came over to New York City, a lot of them got their paper stamped as to New York, and their name became Tony. Oh,
That
That's
makes
interesting.
sense, actually.
I knew Tony was from Zanzibar. My Zanzibar
Tony's getting
arm.
married. That still fucking weirds me out.
Yeah. He's a good guy. I like Tony.
He's a good person.
He's my Zanzibar artwork.
My baby boy.
New baby boy.
Baby boy. Ugh.
Yeah, the only image of my head of him in my head is just him sitting in his bathtub from your fucking Breath of the Wild video.
Breath
Carl,
of the Wild is so fucking good.
Did you fucking kill Mac or Scooby-Doo?
I didn't kill Nick. That was the last episode I put up was the last thing that was recorded of that session.
Oh, damn it. I
Literally,
need
after
more
that
Knack.
session ended,
After
that session ended, KZ went, we're not playing Knack again, right? And I went to the PlayStation menu and deleted Knack from my PlayStation 4.
Carl!
But literally a
You
week
do
later,
this to us.
I went into the PlayStation shop just like, I wonder if I could re-download Knack. And I could, and I did.
Good.
Please, we need Knack.
But I don't know if
You need different
KZ
patches.
can deal with going through all of Knack 1.
But he's not actually playing it.
I messaged
Yeah, but
him.
he's selfish.
Let me see if I can find the exact conversation that we had about it.
He's not actually playing the game. It shouldn't be that bad.
Let's see.
If you can't bring fucking KZ, just try and rope PM into it, the muffin salesman.
Oh, what the fuck? It didn't post my fucking comment?
Okay, here
So
it was.
bad.
July 15th, I messaged, hey, real question. Do you actually want to continue Knack or just jump to 2? And he just responded with, Knack 2 sounds great.
It doesn't.
I'm still mad because I made the comment as I was watching at work on my phone. It's like, I can't believe fucking the Soldier Squad killed Knack. His ghost is now haunting them.
That's pretty good. I also, after he said that, I sent him this image of John Leguizamo with the fucking the OK hand facing down.
Send him a picture of a dead man.
Rest in peace, John Leguizamo. Can't believe he's fucking gone.
What a sweet man. Left us too soon.
One day he'll actually die, and I'll just feel really bad about it. It'll be
He
Monty
just
Hume
got
all
lorded
over
over
again.
KZ.
Why does
It's like
Pat
he's
hate
dead
him?
now. Told you.
Why does Pat hate what?
John Leguizamo?
What? Of all the fucking people for Pat to hate, John
Because he's... Okay,
I
'cause
kept
he's-
hearing
he's
things about
Pat.
Pat hating John Leguizamo.
Hold on. Have you guys seen the picture of when I met Pat and Matt?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
That's what I like to hear. Let me see if I can fucking pull it up.
I
Oh my
really hope
God, he
it's
looks
from
so
that time
bad.
that you and him were talking, man, this guy's so short he could live that.
God, where is it? I know that I have it saved. I just have to
I
fucking
keep on
locate
reading
it.
that backdrop and saying the pubic theater, and I'm just dying.
Fucking
There it fucking is. All right.
I haven't actually met any cool YouTubers apart from Thomas.
Throw it into the supporter chat. There's like fucking so many of them. Fucking Pat's girlfriend, I forget her name.
Oh, fuck, that's not like
Paige.
drama shit.
Paige took the picture. I believe it was Paige who took the pictures.
I can't believe she's as short as she is.
Oh, wait. That might be sideways. No, it's not. There. Look at that
Jesus
midget of a
Christ,
man.
They're so tiny.
what a madness.
Look at them.
Fucking, how do you get the chocolate bunny?
Hang on, so you're
Oh, they're
6
so
foot,
tiny.
right?
Yeah.
You're the same height. You're the same height as my dad. Fucking Christ, he's a small man.
Pat is
Hold on.
small.
I'm getting the
I
chocolate.
just want to pinch his cheeks.
I got the chocolate
Like,
bunny.
because I kept thinking that Paige was like 6 footish, but apparently she's only 5 foot. It's just that.
I was gonna
fucking
say
midget.
that that Pat is the second smallest person I met next to Dylan, but let me just real quick. I'm gonna back off a little bit. My grandmother is up to here in height, like around here. I'm not even fucking with you.
Is your grandmother a fucking pygmy?
She is so goddamn small. It is incredible.
Because, Carl, when you say that, I'm just picturing your grandma being the grandma from Coco.
She's like, any depiction you see of a tiny old lady, like tiny old lady, that's literally what she is.
Babushka.
To be honest, Portuguese people are really fucking short. Like, I've seen people quite regularly around the size of your grandma.
It's like,
And I'm not sure if it's because Portuguese people are short or because I'm just big.
Big.
Big boy.
I'm terrified of ever meeting Phantom in person.
They will eat you.
Because I would turn
you ever
around
met
and no, what would happen is I would turn around and I would see the boulder from Indiana Jones rolling towards me and I would run the fuck away.
I was just going to say, if you meet Phantom, just do what PN did when he met Hunter. Gut punching.
Oh man, that was great. No, when literally the first time me and Hunter met, he came up to me. He said hi. I went, "Who are you?" And he went, "It's me, Hunter." And I went, "Oh." And I turned around and walked away. Straight up. I turned around and I just walked away. And he went,
Okay.
"Oh." And then I turned back around and I was like, "I'm kidding. What's up, Hunty?"
Okay, I have to ask this because he seems like the only person I've ever met that would. Does he tuck his shirt in?
No, not really. Not from what I
Yo.
remember.
Listen, I'll tuck my shirt in if I'm wearing a dress shirt.
I won't.
That's just being sloppy.
I do.
You say I'm sloppy. I spent most of my childhood on a campsite with travelers. I am sloppy. I like sandals and shorts and waistcoats. Oh my fucking god! I dress like a hobbit in Lord of the Rings.
You basically are a hobbit. Let's be real.
I'm 6'5".
6'5".
You're two hobbits sitting on top of each other.
Yeah.
I don't remember how tall Medi is, but he is freakishly fucking tall.
Anyway, the only person here who's anything in your group is Creed with his fucking hobbit feet.
What about Creed?
Creed
got
has
hobbit.
really hairy feet.
Creed does have hairy feet, it's true.
The only thing weird about my feet is my hammer toes.
My mother says I have Fred Flintstone feet because they're too small for my body.
Stand up again.
I hate it every day. Hell the fuck no, I'm not.
I want to do a feet comparison.
Hell no, I ain't showing my feet to you horny freaks.
Feet, 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 feet. Okay,
Feet,
what does
feet,
yeet
feet,
mean?
feet.
Because the only thing I can think of is it people going ye feet, but conjoined.
What? Yeet? No, it's just something fucking.
Yeah.
No, yeet is from a Vine where
Oh,
this girl
yeet,
handed her
yeet.
friend a bottle, no, a can of some drink, and I was like, do you want this? And she's just like, this is bitch empty. Yeet, and just chucked it across the hallway.
Ah. Sounds fucking stupid.
It's not ye feet. It's that. Don't. Twitch will ban you. Twitch will ban you if you show feet. It's true. It's not
You
actually
want
true.
How do I do
Sure.
ASCII art?
It isn't legitimately true. Just
Uh,
throw that out.
You-
Look at all those fucking teeth. Teeth is one of my favorite bits.
It's a good bit.
I just don't ask me. For some reason, I just have a picture of a bald David Schwimmer.
I
Why
don't care
would you
about
do
that. I forgot about that picture of fucking Pat with the giant chocolate rabbit.
Question: which one? Who's David Schwimmer?
Ross from Friends.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Lord.
I've never seen Friends.
I'd imagine not. You're fucking British.
Well, yeah, but my sister loved it. Friends is on Channel 4, alongside other shows like.
More like
Yeah.
Channel Poor.
What are the basic channels in America?
I don't fucking remember.
Because I kind of like everything I think of American. It's all cable stuff.
I think it's like 1 to 12, maybe.
Because growing up, for me, there was BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5.
I honestly don't know. It's been a long time since I've had not a cable box.
Internet.
That is internet. I don't even use my fucking
I'm one of the
cable.
last. I'm one of the last people who just kind of grew up without internet.
I do nothing but watch shit on fucking YouTube, pretty much.
So I did that. I didn't get internet until I was like 5th. So just saying, this is probably.
That's true. There was an episode of Friends where Hugh Laurie was just on a plane with Jennifer Aniston.
House. I love that show.
And then Hugh Laurie became House. And he was bigger than Friends ever was.
Laurie.
That's what I said, Laurie.
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 Hey, go take your vitamins.
Laurel.
I probably should go. I probably should go take my
It's
vitamins.
not the trolley, it's the lorry.
It's not a trolley, it's a trolley.
It's a trolley.
It's a
a lorry.
Zamboni.
But it's a lorry then.
You drive a lorry. His name is Hugh Laurie.
One of my coworkers said Laurel at one point, not even meaning like the actual word, and I went, I'm sorry, what did you say? Did you say Yanny? And he just gave me the dirtiest look. I was just like,
I miss Ish.
I miss Ish so much.
Man, would you have given Ligma to Ish?
Yeah, but he probably already knows about it.
Well, I'm gonna go pass out, so you gentlemen and, well, maybe ladies,
You're going to bed.
you have a good night.
It's too early to go to bed. Don't go to bed. It's too early.
See you later, Jusinius.
Dracus, I need you to tell me sooner early go to bed when it's what, 6 a.m. your time and you still haven't gone to bed. Don't tell me about when to go to bed. You go to bed, you damn Brit.
No.
Go to bed.
No.
Sleep.
Go to bed once I've posted a very good picture.
That does remind me, though. That sleep is calling.
Yeah, have you got work tomorrow? Oh no, it's a Sunday. Is it a Sunday? I
No,
don't know.
tomorrow's Sunday, so I don't have to work. Wow,
Or
everyone
today.
who was... there were like fucking 9 people online not too long ago, and now there's 2. And one of them's Twitch Presents. So I guess I got railroaded into who I'm sending everybody to.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go get my vitamins.
I'm gonna do slash
And then-
raid Patty. I'm gonna send everyone to Patty because I love him, and he's the only person online that I can really send people to.
Is he
Chicken
streaming Lava Lava
biscuits.
too?
He's streaming
Oh,
Lana Lana 2. He's doing his
Yes.
first playthrough, and it's blind.
I know. I'm like.
I never
50%.
got into watching Patty's stream.
He,
I
he
remember watching his.
he's pretty good.
I can remember watching his Let's Plays, and then he got mono for 5,000 years.
Yeah, that was upsetting.
But I liked his what was it? Rocket Robot on Wheels. I remember watching him play.
I liked his DKC3 LP, and I like a lot of the streams that he's done. I just watch through a couple of them sometimes when I have nothing to watch.
I'm trying to remember who brought me to Patty when he was still Pickle.
I remember I asked my friend Amber to give me some streams to check out, and she told me to watch Patty, and I showed up there and I was like, I like this guy.
Like, I knew when he was still Pickle. I'm trying to remember who I was watching.
I can remember watching him from a Josh Jepson video and then
So,
Josh Jepson because you.
we're gonna raid Patty. We're gonna head there. He's playing La Mulana 2. It's his first time and he's playing it blind. So don't ruin it for him. Because I'm a moderator there and I can ban you. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Alright, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you all.
Bye-bye.
If I don't see you all tomorrow, then I'll see you all on like Monday, Tuesday, sometime during the week. We'll see.
Ooh.
Goodbye. Go home. Give me money. Weed.